folks, Shogalog here. I would like to thank the Britisher for bringing this article to my attention in his video the week that was for this week. Link below. This is an article in Campus Reform, which appeared on Sunday the 14th. What do we have here?
Based on interviews with 8 female STEM students, 2 professors recently concluded that masculine norms are to blame for the lack of female STEM graduates.
For anyone who thinks that STEM is something to do with plants, I should point out that it stands for science, technology, engineering and math. Apparently the reason that relatively few women study these subjects at university is because of those darn masculine norms. The next paragraph tells us what these so-called masculine norms actually are.
According to the professors, these masculine norms include asking good questions, capacity for abstract thought and rational thought processes, motivation, independent thinking, and relatively low fear of failure.
Now, I'm no scientist, and my knowledge of math ends with the multiplication tables, so I wouldn't regard myself as an expert in STEM fields. But even I can see that these are useful qualities that will really help you if you want to study science, math or engineering. And as a woman, I rather take offense at the notion that asking good questions, capacity for abstract and rational thought, and independent thinking are masculine qualities rather than feminine ones. Let's read on.
2 professors believe that masculine STEM ideals, like asking good questions and putting skill first, are to blame for the lack of women in math and science courses. Laura Parson, a professor at Auburn University, and Casey Ozarki, who teach education at the University of North Dakota, advanced the notion in an article published in the latest issue of the NESPA Journal about women in higher education, noting that women are not only less likely to major in STEM fields than are men, but those who do study science, technology, engineering, and math are less likely to graduate than their male classmates.
Now at this point the feminists leap up from their chairs and shout about the patriarchy oppressing women by putting subtle pressure on them not to take STEM courses at college. But if the research is anything to go by, then it's women's failure to live up to these confounded masculine norms that is the real cause. I couldn't find out what the acronym NISPA stands for, but it appears to be something to do with student affairs administrators in higher education. The research itself is hidden behind a paywall, so the only thing I have to go on is what appears in the Campus Reform article.
Together, Parson and Ozaki interviewed 8 female students majoring in math or physics to learn more about why women struggle in STEM. From their interviews, the professors learned that many women feel pressure to conform to so-called masculine norms.
This paragraph raises more questions than it answers. Why was the sample of students so small? I wouldn't think that 8 people would be enough to get any sort of reliable results, particularly since the very next sentence talks about many women. So 8 women is many women, is it? Or are the researchers simply making a little go a long way and drawing conclusions that aren't justified? Also, know the assumption built into that first sentence. They interviewed a massive crowd of 8 women to find out why women struggle in STEM. Of course, this assumes that women find STEM subjects difficult. The suspicion is that the researchers went into this project with an agenda to confirm rather than an open mind. Perhaps the majority of women sail through their STEM courses without any trouble at all, and these people were unlucky enough to pick the 8 women who happened to have difficulties. And these women certainly did have their share of problems, not the least of which seems to be a chronic lack of self-confidence.
When I think about it, I guess the females rarely ask any questions, or they'll go and ask the professor like after, or if we're doing homework and we have questions, recounted Julie, a junior majoring in physics. Madison, a senior in math, told researchers that her fear of failure definitely had an impact on her academic performance. At the time of the interview, she indicated that she was taking a class that I dropped last year because I was, thinking I could fail it. Well, the fact that women are less vocal in class was a recurring theme throughout the research. It appears that nothing stops women from talking in class except their own fears. Physics major Olivia, for instance, expressed concerns that you don't want to sound stupid.
At the risk of repeating myself, in those short paragraphs we've just heard from almost half of the people who took part in the survey. The article goes on to talk about the fact that male students are more likely to ask questions in class, that STEM subjects take up a great deal of time and involve a large amount of coursework. and that STEM tuition is biased against women because its ideals are designed to suit what they call an unencumbered male. They don't explain what they mean by unencumbered. Are they saying that the man isn't pregnant? I would be interested to hear exactly what questions the researchers asked of these 8 students. Were they neutral ones, such as how are you finding your course? Or were they loaded ones such as tell me what problems you are suffering as a female student? I suspect it was closer to the latter, closer to have you stop beating your wife? The feminist bias of the paper becomes apparent when Professors Parson and Ozarki make recommendations to improve the situation as they see it.
To fight this, Parson and Ozarki spell out a few recommendations for STEM programs, saying for instance that academic departments should redefine success by changing expectations, such as letting women write down questions instead of asking them out loud. They also recommended that more women are hired, but notably did not mention any concerns over merit. Achieving a critical mass of women in STEM, the professors predict, would serve to weaken the masculine STEM discourses and relatedness, which they believe will help to create the sense of community desired by the students they interviewed.
Having previously defined the masculine STEM discourses and relatedness, a tortuous phrase in itself, as qualities like independent and rational thought, a tolerance for hard work, putting school first and so on, they must mean that having a critical mass of female teaching staff would help to weaken these qualities. We can only conclude that these female teaching staff would help make the students less capable of independent, rational thought, less tolerant of hard work, more afraid to ask questions, and less willing to devote themselves to their studies. Would you like to fly in an airplane designed by an engineer who had been educated at such a university? There you have it. Female students are incapable of studying STEM subjects successfully because they are afraid to speak up, don't put themselves forward, can't cope with the heavy workload, and are incapable of rational, abstract thought and independent thinking. For that reason we need to adapt the STEM courses so that they are more suitable for the female students and bring in more female teaching staff to make the female students more at home. That's what these professors are saying, and it is the old message that the feminists have been pushing for decades now. It might seem like I'm being a traitor to my own sex here, but, if anything, it's the professors, both of whom are women, who are doing that. All throughout the campus reform article, terms such as masculine norms, independent thinking, and asking good questions are listed in quotation marks. In fact, quotation marks pepper this article like a thin covering of snow. The meaning of this is clear. These words and phrases were the ones the professors used in their paper. They are the ones who believe that independent thinking and all the other things are masculine norms, and that female students are by and large incapable of meeting these standards. They are the ones pointing out that the courses should adapt to fit the unsatisfactory students rather than the other way round, not me, and not the author of the article, who is, by the way, also a woman. Toni Erickson tries to distance herself from all this feminist excess with those quotation marks, possibly her way of saying these are their words, not mine, and by that telling statement that they recommended that more women are hired, but notably did not mention any concerns over merit. You see, not all women are part of the radical feminist hive mind. Good for her. This article is yet another example of the unreasonable claims of the feminists and the ridiculous demands that they are making of academia, as if we haven't already had enough of those, but also encourages us by indicating that such people are still just a loud minority on the fringes, and that there are still some sane people in the world who haven't yet come under their pernicious sway. That gives me hope. Shog out.